Okay. Yeah, I guess this is the best I'm gonna do. Maybe this is the best I got. So. Hey, Lucas, welcome. Just trying to figure this stuff out. Trying to figure this stuff out. That's too simple. Above scene. Okay. Just sending out more links to see if anyone else decides to show up. If not, I'll probably just stream for like an hour or two, and then just decide whether or not I'm gonna do. No. Folks probably ain't gonna come because it's too late in the night, but it is what it is. Like my whole goal with this is like to just start doing more stuff, like try to broaden my stuff a little bit more. Like I have video ideas. I have like I want to start like trying to stream at least. Like I know a lot of time grinding is a way to get things done, and I've been grinding for like 10 years with my project, so not much has come from it, but I'm still having fun with it, so that's the main reason I'm still going. Um, I know I'm trying to stream at least like at least I guess 1 to 2 hours a day just to see how well that goes. I doubt a lot of people will show up since I've sent links out and no one and folks still ain't showed up, even though they said some folks said that they were interested. So it is what it is. We'll see. What's up, Rad, bro? So this is Bubscene. Just a random design that I came up with while I was at my stupid ass job. Um, Pretty much just a fish that has pretty much a big ass fin that is has vulgar. It's just based off of like the thought bubbles and exclamation mark like comic book style stuff. That's all it is. And thank you. Someone out there will call keys to my heart, doing the thing to tell it apart, but I never allow myself to let you in. When all I want is for you to see, silence for anyone feels every time alone and complete. Hello. Hello, Zuera. How goes it?
Yes, Mom.
Hey, Bib. How's it going? And thanks. Also, I keep on looking to my side because I only have a single laptop, so I'm just looking at my phone. My phone has the chat on it, so yeah. Sorry about that. But yeah, hi to anyone who's still here. I've, like every time I say hi to somebody who says hello in the chat, it's like they either disappears, they just automatically disappear. Yep. Yo, man. How things? How you going? Thanks. Thanks. My first time doing this. How's my day, man? Eh, but aside from just having to get up every day, go to a job that I hate, more or less it's been all right, I guess. This is my first time trying to do this YouTube streaming stuff. Just trying to see how everything's going. See if anything's gonna work out. How about yours? Thanks. Like it's hard to tell what every time I have someone who comes in, I don't they say hi, but then they just automatically leave. So I can't engage with the chat or anything like that. So I just end up in silence with the music because I don't have anyone to engage with. And thanks again. I do too. Thanks. Appreciate you. Oh, it was good, grounded. I didn't really miss anything. Only only one or two people that actually were actually talking much anyway. So you didn't miss anything. I'm just not finishing this one, Bub scene. Y'all, there are so many designs you're always, but yeah, I can tell. And every time I post a new one to the wiki or online, you say that you've been waiting for it. I'm like, oh. But this is one of the ones that isn't really that special. It's just I just came up with it when I was at work. Like majority of the new ones that I make. The only thing that happened is so the story behind this one is essentially just that like Baby No Money made his new song Diamond Is Forever, and I pretty much made four of my new Arcomians based off of a lyric, one of the verses from this song. That's pretty much where this came from. So like Haha Inna came from when it said you what was the line? She called me up just to say that she never liked my jokes. Like that's where Haha Inna came from. And this one came from Bobscene came from what was it? I'll do it up. She called me up just to tell me she never really liked my jokes. Yeah, the third I fuck my life up for the show because I'm afraid of going broke. Yeah, that's what this one that's the line that this one came from. And then Diamond is the one that came from call my mom just to tell her that that she worries when I'm on the road. So yeah, my ideas just keep coming from random places and I can't do anything about that. like literally like literally yesterday I looked at my blinds and thought, I can make a jellyfish out of that. It's like shit just happens in my mind and it's wild and weird. Yep, puns especially. Puns are literally where a majority of a good chunk of my designs come from. I just think about a pun, or I look up idioms that have animals and stuff in them, and I just go from there. And since you're pretty much the only one here, and that's actually actively engaging, here's a little thing. Um, yeah, I've still been working on it. Like, so I made the post about Rendos being 33rd one early on, but I swapped it with Tilba because Tilba was originally going to be a combination of how Gen 28 I did the not 28 was 28 no not Gen 20 something. Gen 18. Gen 18 was the Coldplay region, and Tilba was originally going to be a combination of Imagine Dragons, Owl City, and Bastille songs, all inspired by them. So I scrapped that and moved that idea to a different realm later on. So instead, so that's why I moved Tilba up front. So because I just had more stuff going on for that. And now this is Rendos, and if you notice, you'll see that a certain name or certain names will be familiar to you. This guy, he's coming back, as well as all the other scrapped ones. All the other scrapped ones are being repurposed and redesigned in Rendos, just as a heads up. Yep. Yo, Malik. Uh, decent enough. But yeah, grounded beat. Yeah, just go ahead and start preparing. The the scrapped ones are all coming back in the same regions. I mean realm. So yeah, just that was just a heads up. All right. What's funny is the fact that I said that after I finished Bub scene, I was just gonna end streams because no one was showing up and no one was and anyone who did show up never engaged and just left. And then obviously y'all show up. So I guess I'm here for a little bit longer. Y'all save the stream. Well, if y'all stay, that is. I'm trying not. I'm not trying to push myself too much. It's just I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of my fucking job, and I just want anything to work out. So I'm just trying all kinds of different avenues and stuff. Like I have some YouTube video ideas that I may or may not get around to doing. I'm trying to stream it. I told myself I'm gonna try for at least a month to try to at least do stream. I'm trying to stream every day this month for the rest of this month, at least for at least 1 or 2 hours, or whenever I can, at least. And otherwise, just continue to do my designs on my own, or do random fan art, because the random fan art is pretty much my way of improving my regular style while also still working on my Arcomians in that particular style. So yeah, I'm trying a lot of different stuff this year just to try to break out and just get out of that job so I can have something that I actually care about. That's pretty much all it is. So any support, so any and all support is welcome. All right, all right. Bub scene is done. Alright, since bub scene's done, I'm gonna go ahead and do the whole the background and stuff for it, and then upload it right quick. Then get back to whoever I decide is next. Let's see. Why did I work on it? Okay, okay, cool. And uh, like the guy that keeps on saying what the names are. It's just like what are you doing? I don't like. I appreciate him. I appreciate him, and I'm happy that he's actually that ecstatic about it. But at times it gets a bit wait, what? It's like so, and I already did Martemptra and High Anna's stuff, and I think something's wrong with the thing for them because when I did them, the header isn't showing the next Arcomian that shows up. So that's something that probably needs to be fixed. Ah, okay. You need to add more numbers. Okay. I'm gonna say I really love your design concept, especially the fighting type, but that's just my bias speaking. Fighting type is my favorite type, so I really get excited when I do the Pokemon type. But what's funny is I hate doing fighting types majority of the time because I'm not that good at the humanoid aspect of them, or um, like when I was first starting. And oh, just side note, they're not Pokemon, they're Arcomians. Like they're my own thing. They got their own story and stuff going on, but that's besides the point. I'm just using the Pokemon related stuff because it gets more attention, but they're my own stuff. There's nothing related to Pokemon at all. But yeah, when it comes to the fighting types or the basic attribute, I hate them doing them because early on I was so gung ho about doing stuff close to Pokemon or doing things similar to them before I decided to just break off and do my own, just do my stuff my way. So I was always just focusing in on trying to make them humanoid and do stuff like Machamp or Horiyama and stuff like that. But after a while, I just like, man, fuck all that and just start doing my own thing. Yes, 3,927. And honestly, really, if I add on Rendos and the 35th one that I came up with literally at work, it will likely be, let's see. Let's do the math right quick. 3927 plus there's 138 in Rendos, and there will be at least probably 62 in the next one after that. So by my 35th realm, I'll have 4,127 Arcomians. Majority of which still aren't done. So yeah, I have the sticky notes and I have like the doodles done, but I don't have the official art of them done. Thanks, 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 Malik. Actually, yeah, yeah, that'll probably be best. So whenever you're not available, I feel like I can just do it myself at that time. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I figured out the module thing. I figured out the module thing by itself that you did easy enough. It's just the little. It's just the particular and specific stuff about the number ranges and like the stuff with the dang the media wiki thing. Yeah, that was it. Hopefully it's easier if or whenever we get around to moving my stuff to the other site, if that's still capable or able to happen anyway. I really hate how whenever I stream, all of a sudden everything has to suddenly break sometimes, or stuff has to just start lagging. Like BRB. All right, Malik, it's good. I mean, you can. I mean, you can. I mean, we ain't got nothing else going on right now. You can just chat right now, whatever. I'm just right now. It's like I said, I'm just posting Bub Scene right now. So. Mm, let's see. Uh, okay, let's see. protection yeah, the page protection stuff. I already know that they're problem, but they may not even allow that. And so people will just be kind of sort of doing the whole vandalism thing or start posting what the hell is this? This isn't a real game. Where's this coming from? Get this out of here and all that kind of stuff properly because it's not nothing real about it. So we'll just have to see. All right, who's next? Mm-hmm. I guess I could do Tilbanian Lullaby. See if I were to make a game out of it, it would take a extremely long time. It would need a huge team with money and support that I don't have and probably will not get. So yeah, I mean I'd appreciate the help if I was able to do it, but as of right now I have nothing. And plus there's gonna be 4,000 of them, so it had to be like multiple iterations. Oh yeah, I know. Your offer still, I know your offer still stands. I appreciate it. Got it. Thanks. Okay. What's this? Okay. I have my sticky note for it.
Ranger knows this procurement coordinator and manufacturing plant. You can count on auto reordering the PPE you need on hand. Call 1-800-RANGER, click Ranger.com, or just stop by. Ranger, the ones who get it done.
You've waited a long time for the McDonald's breakfast menu. You think to yourself, finally, I can start my day. But what if breakfast could be even more perfect? With the hot honey sausage egg biscuit, it finally is. Go to McDonald's and get it. Now you can.
What's to talk about? Talk about you can talk about almost anything except for sports. I don't give a damn about sports. Nah, that could be your idea. Like my whole thing is just like the whole thing that makes it an Arcomian is that it's made majority just made by me, and I thought of it and all that. The only Arcomian that doesn't necessarily fit into that is the Macrosol, because I pretty much stole it from a friend in middle school when I was still starting out. That's pretty much the only one that wasn't 100% made by me. I just made the final art for it and kept it because, yeah. But yeah, that could just be your design and your idea. Yeah. My whole thing is I just want to be able to create them all by myself without much extra help or interference or anything like that. Like if I see someone else do a concept and I have my own idea for it, then that still counts. I'm still good with it. But otherwise, if it's folks telling me what to do or just straight up giving me ideas, then I probably won't do it unless I forget that someone told me to do it and I end up doing it myself anyway. That's why majority of the ones that are still on Deviant aren't Arcomians. They're still just there because they were part of the original Blank region, but those were all ideas by someone else or other people. There's still a whole good chunk of them that are stuck in DeviantArt limbo that won't be coming back because I just don't care. Oh yeah, the names are almost always the most difficult part. Cause you try not to reuse the same words over and over again, and so you have to start looking up stuff in different languages, like look up the Latin stuff, look up the etymology, see what words and what spellings are obsolete, try to use them instead, and all this other stuff. A lot of hoops you gotta jump through just to make sure your name stands out. Is it just the same thing like char this, char that, char this, char that for all the fire types and stuff? That can work. It reminds me of the the alien from Lilo and Stitch. I forgot his name. What was his name? Fibber. Fibber. Yeah, Fibber. Every time he sends a lie, la la. That's partially where our fib came from. I think, if I remember.
taking the time to savor Thomas's crunchy yet soft bagels.
Thanks, Tom.
It's Tom. Right, Tom. Tom.
Tom.
Town. How have we got to town? Huzzah! A toast to breakfast.
That's how it be sometimes. Sometimes names come like that in you, and you just don't realize that some folks already have it, or other folks like. Apparently, Arcomia is the name of a mobile game already. So, but I'm still going with it because I came up with it and I didn't know about no mobile game. But I'm still keeping the name because no one cares about the mobile game. I ain't heard nothing about it, so. Sometimes names just come to you, and it is what it is. When it comes to Pokemon Day, I'm already expecting that Gen 10 is automatically gonna be shat on, and people are gonna hate it immediately because it doesn't look so uber great like all these other games. Like it doesn't look exactly like Digimon or Monster Hunter and all this other shit. So therefore, it's automatically gonna be trash, whatever, no matter what they show. So I'm not looking forward to that discourse that's gonna be happening throughout the entire year until the game comes out. It's never gonna end. New bad, old good. That's the Pokemon cycle. Every single time they show something new, it's automatically trash because it doesn't look like every other game out here. And then it comes out, sells millions because most normal people don't care and just like it for the Pokemon. And then people get mad again, say that everyone's a shield, that Pokemon sucks, and that the games will never be better, and all this blah blah blah. When folks still fail to realize that most of the time the games don't even make the most money. The most of the money comes from the merch, which is where the Pokemon and the characters and stuff are mainly predominantly shown for. Like the games are just an advertisement for the creature design and the character design, which leads to the merch being bought more. That's literally all. But people still fail to realize that. That's why they make the games as simple as they possibly can. That's why they just making it like super, like making all this quality of life improvements and stuff. Because they know that majority of the money comes from just the cards, the plushies, that like the manga, all this stuff. That's where the money comes from. So they don't have to put too much effort into the games because they know the games aren't the real money maker. Like yeah, they make money, but it's not the thing that makes them the most money. The creature designs and the character designs are what drives the franchise forward. But people just want the game to be like every other game out here instead of just letting Pokemon be how it is. And there's nothing wrong with one of the things to look better or anything like that. But it's just when folks are so delusional or they act like they're the saviors of Pokemon or that Pokemon just needs to do exactly what they say and it'll be the best thing ever. When no, that's not how it works. Really, both of his forms are tiny. Like both of his forms are tiny. Welcome back, Malik. And just a heads up, this lullaby is probably gonna be the last thing because it's almost 10 o'clock where I am. I'm in here since like 7:30, close to 8 o'clock. So yeah, like I said, y'all saved the stream by being here and actually engaging. So it's a fair observation. People have been making that observation for years and making that. And I'm not saying that you're saying that. I'm saying in general. But people have been making that observation about any design past Gen 1 or Gen 2 and claiming that it's automatically just making it babyish for merch and stuff like that. Like anything that's more cutesy and child friendly and all the other stuff, no sharp points and all that. They're saying that all they're doing, all people are complaining and they're doing all that to designs just to make them more merch friendly and all that. When as if we didn't have Pokemon like Jigglypuff and Execute and like Sludge like Mud Grimer and Ditto and all them circle mons in Gen 1 and Gen 2. Like people just complain to complain. And like I said, I'm not. Oh, Malik. Yeah, exactly. That's something that that's something that's annoying as hell. Monster cat like if I actually made my game how I wanted to get how I wanted to make it and everything, and it got out here, people will automatically be calling it a Pokemon killer or a Pokemon knockoff, and say and try to make it seem like something that it's not, and it automatically gets shat on to hell and back, and all the designs that I made will be automatically be compared to Pokemon and called knockoffs and traces and shit like that. Like damn near all of them, just because. Like people, like motherfuckers can't handle that monster catching games can each have their own identities without being compared to Pokemon. But because Pokemon is the biggest one, they automatically got to compare. And also because a lot of people hate Pokemon, and it's a trend to hate on everything Pokemon does now. People use any other monster catcher as a way to, oh, this is gonna kill Pokemon. Oh, Pokemon's gonna do better now. This new game is gonna beat their ass. Look at the graphics, and it's like, you realize you're not helping your cause, right? You're not helping that game out. Yeah, the game will be popular for like a good 1 or 2 months, but then after that, people will not care. Like it'll just vanish from out. It'll just go fade into obscurity because y'all only cared about the game to shit on Pokemon. Y'all don't care, but y'all never care about the game. Y'all never care about the games for their own merits. You only care about the game for enough for you to shit on Pokemon. But then when you done with the game and you just move on, now all of a sudden, yeah, it's done. You have nothing else to say. Now the game is in obscurity. Doesn't make sense. Every time Yokai Watch, Tim, like like every time it happens, it's so annoying. Now I'm fucking doing it with Monster Hunter just because they like how the graphics look. Like people need to get their heads out of their asses and realize that graphics aren't everything in the game. I understand that people are only saying that because the prices of games are going up, but that's not the developer's fault. That's just the stand. That's just the industry right now. But yeah, it's all so stupid. Oh, the director of the game said that Time Stranger was made with the mindset that people would realize Digimon and Pokemon are two separate things. The director outright said that. I'm not surprised because people are still so stupid that they try to compare the two just because they have Mon in their name and that they have a lot of different stuff going, even though they have majority of everything else different going on. There's always a war between Digimon and Pokemon when they each have their own lane that they stay in. Like Digimon is more like Tamagotchi, and Pokemon is just Pokemon. That's literally it. Like people just want to make everything a competition because they hate Pokemon and want Pokemon to be knocked down a peg. Because even though that's not gonna happen because it's the largest multimedia franchise because of the merch and the character designs. The games don't matter. None of that shit matters. But people fail to realize that. And like Digimon designs are much more complex, much more like Pokemon and Digimon are both monsters, but Pokemon is more tame monsters. Digimon is more like wild and edgy and stuff like that. And there are edgy Pokemon and there are QT Digimon, but their art styles are so grunge and different, so people just want to make the competition happen because they hate Pokemon and want Pokemon to have some kind of competition because they seem to hate everything the series does now. Even though a majority of the shit that the series is doing isn't really that bad, or it isn't really bad at all. The only thing that people mainly complain about is the graphics and apparently stuff getting quote unquote easier. I bet they did. Like people, like people are Yeah, I saw the thumbnail for it. I didn't watch the video. I didn't watch the video yet. Well, I don't know if I even will because I don't really care about Digimon like that. Yeah, knowing Loxton, it was probably good. Well, majority of the stuff. I still remember the whole Godzilla debacle. But but yeah, I've never really been a Digimon guy. Never really cared that much for it. Like I watched the anime for a little bit. I really like Darulomon and like Renamon and stuff like that. But otherwise, I didn't really pay too much attention or care much. Very much been always been a Pokemon guy. Yeah, yeah. I know he fixed it. I know he fixed it. But you know how folks are. As soon as you make a mistake and a lot of people catch on to it, they'll never let you live it down. Yeah, I'm aware he changed everything and yeah, people are just so. A lot of people hate him because he does like suggestive stuff in his thumbnails and he's a poketuber who does a lot of knowledge stuff and people like to think and a lot of people love to be right about everything themselves. Someone else tries to explain their viewpoint on stuff, they're automatically gonna be seen as a dumbass or wrong and all this other stuff. So yeah, people just have a hate boner for him. But he's cool. He's really cool. Oh, I don't know you talked to Loxton. You must have been helping were you helping him with his wiki too? Yeah, for some reason people love to stand on a moral high ground to make themselves look better than everyone else just to make themselves feel better. Like nobody's perfect. Like Hannah Montana literally made a song about that. Nobody's perfect. I'm gonna work it again and again until I get it right. Nobody's perfect. Like we're all human. We're all gonna make mistakes. We're all gonna just say and do things that some people may not like, but we just have to move on from it. But people don't want to let anyone move on. They just want to have hang that over somebody's head because they know that they didn't make that mistake. Therefore, they feel like that they're better than that person. It's it's just pathetic.
Off the wall as I fell asleep. They fill the open air and leave teardrops everywhere. You think can be rude, but I would just stand and stare. I like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly.
Yep. And anonymity is pretty much the reason why a lot of people can feel like they can say and do whatever the fuck they want without consequence. It's ruined a lot of people's lives and just it's stupid. But that like they'll never say any of this shit in real life, but because they're hiding behind a screen, they think they're untouchable. But then when someone finds out, when someone finds out where they are, who they are, and all that other stuff, now all of a sudden it's not funny.
Just a crash. As I feel like touchdown insomniac. Why do I tire of counting sheep? When I'm too tired to fall asleep. Fireflies.
Oh yeah. Like I don't have an opinion on that. Like even as a black guy, I don't really have an opinion on the people who sing it in songs and stuff like that because I really don't care personally. Like it don't got nothing to do with me. Like as long as you're not using it in a way to fucking if you're not using it as a way to insult somebody or using it in a derogatory fashion, I personally don't care. Like it's of course it's shitty. It's shitty. It's bad. But at the same time, it's like personally I don't give a shit. Like if there's a difference between someone calling me the N word and just singing the word in a song. That's my thing. There's a difference. But like I said, that's just me.
At Kroger Pharmacy, Pure is making things convenient so you can shop and get alerts when your prescriptions are ready. Plus, our pharmacists help you find lower prices by accepting most prescription discount cards. Kroger Pharmacy is open 7 days a week with night hours, so we can help you get what you need when you need it. That's convenience that works for everyone. Kroger Health, a world of care in this store. Services and availability vary by location. Age and other restrictions may apply. For coverage, consult your health insurance company. Visit the pharmacy or our site for details.
Like I understand that, of course. Like I understand the why people get mad about it and all the other stuff. Of course, like it's obvious why people get mad about it. It's just a whatever situation to me if it's not used in a derogatory fashion. Then just start working on your stuff. Like like the only reason I barely get into slumps sometimes is just because I always have stuff going on in my head. So like maybe just like try to think about different stuff or just practice on drawing just whatever comes to your mind or just start drawing different cartoon characters and stuff like that, trying to get a groove going. Pretty much as like warm ups pretty much. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Just do it. Do it, unleash it onto the world, and then worry about fixing it later on down the line. Like that's what, like if you look at majority of my Arcomians, majority of them, I still haven't fixed majority of them, even though I have improved. But like it'll either happen eventually, or I'll just leave them how it is as a sign of my character, that like the character that they had, or just to show the differences. So it just depends on what you're doing.
Asana AI can spot roadblocks and assign work to keep everything on track. That's how work gets handled. Visit us at asana.com.
Yeah. Thanks. Food I like to snack on. I don't really snack too often, but when I do it, like the thing I've been snacking on lately is just Honey Nut Cheerios. Like other than that, I don't really snack too often. All right. Just gotta do like the little texturing stuff for this guy, and that'll be it for the stream. So, yes, nice golden sheep out here. This little, yep, it is Talbanian lullaby. Hmm. I like this. Yeah, as you can see, this is part of the tough part of it sometimes for me. I'm trying to figure out the color aspect and what works and what doesn't. Because this is still the last one of the stream, but of course it's taken a while to actually figure out what I want to do. Okay. That works. I think that works. Well, see, now the eyes are too blue. I feel like the eyes are too blue now. Those can work. Let's see. I'm digging this though. I feel like okay, hold on. Let me do I just go default? Let me just try to go default. Does default work better? Yeah, default works. Yeah, I think default works better. Alright, I think this is it. This is it. Yeah, this is it. I say that's it as I. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay. For real. All right. Like I said, this is gonna be the last one for today. Uh, like I said, I'm probably gonna try to stream every day this week or maybe this month for at least 1 or 2 hours. Like no promises. It just depends on how I feel, and we'll just see where it goes from there. Cause like I said, I'm still gonna try to engage more and do and broaden my horizons and do more stuff. So, thanks y'all for hanging out. Like I really appreciate it. Like I said, I really was gonna end the stream earlier, but y'all made it so I'll stay for another 2 hours. So yeah, thanks again. And for right now, I think that's gonna be it. I'll catch you up. I'll catch up with y'all later. Thanks again for stopping by, and yeah.